All right. One of my favorite parts of it, and this is uncomfy.
Can be.
Uncomfy, but we're used to it. Questions. So we send out an anonymous link.
Yep.
You can anonymously ask any question. And I've stood up there and said, I'm committed to answering every question that comes on here, as long as it's not like
You can't include someone else's name.
We've had crazy stuff, like so-and-so's being,
Yeah.
We're not going to do drama stuff.
Yeah.
But I'll answer any question. Like, that's why it's a town hall. It's a two-way conversation. Welcome to the Reimagining Home Services podcast. I'm Brady Jolly with my partner and COO, Scott Sharrock. We lead a rapidly growing plumbing, HVAC, electrical, and water cleanup business, and we're on a mission to run a $100 million company. Join us as we walk through the challenges, decisions, and lessons that come with that journey. Welcome back. We are coming in hot today, fresh off of a town hall, which we do quarterly.
Yep.
So that's actually going to be the topic for the day, town halls. What do you think of this morning's town hall?
Man, great energy. It's always exciting when you're growing at a rapid pace and you have a lot of new bodies and new people, new hires.
13 since last town hall.
It was awesome. So it was just good to see the new faces. I love also just coming in and seeing like a wave of blue, everyone in uniform. That's new for us. It's been a big project. You know, we've been fighting a long time, the T-shirts and the neon hoodies. So it's very refreshing seeing everyone in your entire company in the gym.
That's good.
And the Jolly Blue.
That was actually feedback we got
roll.
from a it was a Nexstar coach was here, and they're like, dude, your team's really cool, but they look horrible.
Yeah.
Like, why are they wearing stuff that's not even Jolly, and they're wearing like supplier's hat,
like a Win Nelson supplier hat with flames all the way up.
1987. Yeah. And you were like, yeah, you're right. Now it looks great.
Oh, it's fun.
It's good. Yeah, it's good. It just sets the tone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so today we're talking about town hall. So we've been doing these town halls for, I think, like 5 or 6 years. They're really good culture reinforcement meeting. So all it is, we have, I don't want to get a town hall confused for like an all-company training, because in all-company training, we do monthly, you lead those.
Yep.
That's very much, we've talked about it on this podcast, but it's like very specific to like something that's happening that's actionable, like selling home plans, Google reviews, maybe conversion rate, average sale, customer interaction.
Yard signs.
Yeah, it's like something that's happening in the business. This is like higher level business review, like long-term vision setting, vision casting for the business.
Recognition. Big.
Tons of recognition, what's happening, who's achieving stuff. Like, so I'm going to go through what we do in the town hall, but the purpose of it's a culture meeting. Like, this needs to be upbeat. It needs to be fun, energetic.
Entire company.
Every
person in the company needs to be there. Senior leaders, parts runners, warehouse. It doesn't matter. And I'm not saying that there's a difference between that, but oftentimes it can be, it's field staff, all companies. Like, no, this is the entire company.
Everybody. Yeah, everybody. So we usually started out with something fun. Today we did a bloopers video from our commercial, which was fun.
Yeah.
Did you like the video?
I loved it.
It was fun.
We did a full rebrand. We've talked about it a lot, but we're seeing it everywhere, and a lot of the people in the commercial were employees here, and the bloopers were so funny, man. They were good.
Basically, it was just blasting people's dance moves.
Did we talk about Stu's legs on here yesterday?
Dude. I almost put the picture of his legs in the town hall, but I thought it would.
Tell what happened there. That's crazy in the commercial.
So in the commercial, the premise of the commercial is they're playing our new jingle. And so it's upbeat, and everybody's dancing, and it's like there's an HVAC guy, there's a plumber, there's an electrician, they're working, there's like 10 people working, it's like bustling, and they're all dancing during it. They're all dancing. Well, our boy Stu, he's our water cleanup and electric manager. His job was to carry a toilet, dance while he's carrying the toilet, and then he had to high five a guy on the way out. So it's like, and he's not a huge
It's a big job. He's a buck $50?
Maybe $160, yeah.
Okay, he's getting buff.
He's
getting jacked.
He's extremely tough.
Oh,
he's extremely tough.
Great athlete.
Good athlete, great athlete, tough, a lot of grit to him.
Yeah.
So he was the man for the job. For some reason, the producer put him on the toilet, which is like, heavy toilet. He's like dancing, walking out, and after like 5 cuts, he's like, dude, this is like hard. Like he was sweating. It was a hot day. He's like, this is hard. So we lightened his load a little bit. We took the tank off. And he all day, so that we do like 50 cuts, like literally 50 cuts throughout the day. And he's like at lunch, just like, like dying,
Yeah.
like sweating, like, dude, I don't know how much longer I can go. So then he goes for more cuts after lunch. That night sends me a picture from his hips to his knees are completely
Black and
bruised.
blue.
Completely black and blue.
It was insane. For like a couple weeks.
Yeah. But we got the
Great
shot.
cut.
And it looks good.
Great cut.
It looks good.
Now, what I love is that he's center, like the pain was worth it because he's in the cut. Like, could you imagine if he took the abuse, he's got the bruises, and he doesn't make the cut, the final production? But that's enough of the commercial. Good highlight there. We showed the rebrand. It was awesome.
Yeah, so we start with something fun, something energetic like that, and then something that we always do on the all companies and the town halls is just a little opener, something that get people talking. Usually, we like to get them talking about the other people in the room. So today we did something that you're proud of this year, like about yourself. It could be personal or work, and then write down something that someone you are grateful for. So we let them for a couple minutes do that, and then they shared. So we got some really cool ones.
Yeah.
We got some really good stuff today. The someone you're grateful for is always special.
Dude, not to hijack this, but this was just such a great. We had one of our employees is military, and he was medically released from the military. So he had an injury, Marines, and he shared, and it was emotional for him to share, but he was just so proud of getting his license and finding like his career and being here, because all he had known was 11 years in the Marines, married, I think 3-4 kids. So it's a big adaptation coming back, building a new house. His name's Dylan. I love Dylan. Like,
He's the man.
Just a great guy. But like that's the power that you have of sharing those gratitudes. And now people in other departments, HVAC, electrical, water cleanup, accounting, they get to experience something powerful like that with Dylan and the plumbing team. Really, really cool.
Yeah, super cool. Yeah, so usually start out with something like that. Then every single town hall we have a topic. So a main topic that and by the way, the town hall, I'm usually the one I am the one that's leading the town hall.
Yep.
So topics vary, but almost it's getting to the point where it's pretty dialed in as far as the
recurring.
Schedule. It's recurring, yeah. So we're only doing 4 a year, but the first one is usually in January, and it's usually about the prior year performance. Like, did we hit the goals? Where were we at? The second one is, and tons of recognition in that, like always. Like whenever we're going over numbers, it's like shouting people out who have done stuff and everything, telling the why. Like it's the time to drive home the why about all the numbers. Not just this is what we need to do in revenue. This is what we need to do in profit. It's like this is why profit's important. This is what gross margin is, and that's why this is important. This is why it's important to sell service agreements, So we did that in January. The next one's always over our engagement survey. We've talked a lot about that here. So engagement survey, then middle of the year. Sometimes we'll switch up the middle of the year one, but this time we elected to go. We're 6 months in. That was this one. Another numbers update. Hey, we're halfway through the year. Where are we at? Not just on revenue, but all the KPIs.
Big projects as well.
Big projects, KPIs, updates in the company, what's happening, what's moving and shaking. If you've listened to this podcast before, we've had a busy year. Rebrand, electric launch, 2 acquisitions, and then just the normal stuff in business. So updating on all that to make sure this is like a time to drive home. Like, hey, there's a lot of change, but it's stable, and this is what's actually happening. So that's what we did now. That's what we did this time. And then kind of that fourth one, it's usually like a leadership topic of some kind or a vision casting opportunity. So we've switched that up over time. So today, I'll just kind of talk about what we talked about today.
Yeah.
So one of the first slides I showed was revenue and growth over time. So I think that's a really cool one to look at. We have a ton of new employees. So I just showed like 2018, we were $5 million in revenue. I got a bar graph that I showed that shows our growth over time up to we're going to on pace to do about $16.5 million this year. And
on the Jolly side,
this is Jolly side only. We talked about Madewell a little bit.
Now that's a good clarity too. In our town hall, we have multiple companies. We have all companies there, and we will clarify between Jolly and Madewell because I think that's important. It maybe be unique to the situation because of proximity, like Madewell is here. I don't know if that's the standard for everyone, but we love having both companies there.
Oh, yeah. And this is a little bit of we just bought Madewell in April, so this is a little bit of like a hybrid one. My vision on it is that this is a total Jolly Co, Top Co, Town Hall, no matter how many brands, like we're talking about all the brands. It's a little hard right now because Madewell's not fully integrated into our KPIs, and it's hard to, when you're talking about growth, and it's confusing because, people, like, you could, like, really inflate it.
Yeah,
You can inflate and just confuse people. So for now, we're just talking about Jolly a lot in there. We talk about Madewell too, but when I'm talking about the numbers, and we'll grow into talking about it all. So yeah, we showed that. Then we have these. Every single town hall we do this, but this time I really emphasized it. We have these super KPIs.
Yep.
It's 9 KPIs. So it's revenue, gross profit, net profit, Jolly Home Plans, service agreements, Google reviews, bonuses paid, dollar amount of bonuses paid, our retention rate, calls ran, and system checks. Those are our 9 super KPIs that we identified as a team at the beginning of the year. That if we hit those 9 things, we're going to have a really successful year. So we track a budget and a vision for every single one of those numbers. And in every single town hall, we go over those numbers.
Yep.
And where we're at with them. And we put up a tracker sheet. If it's not on target, it's red. If it's on target for budget, it's green. And if it's on track for vision, it's blue. And I go over them pretty quickly in every town hall. This time we double clicked on them and highly focused on them for 10 or 15 minutes. And today I drove home the why of why each one's important. Talked about revenue growth, talked about some industry standards around revenue, talked about gross profit, reinforced what is gross margin, what is gross profit, what's that mean? A lot of times when people see 54% gross profit, it's like, whoa, they're making 54% of this, and they're doing the math in their head. Well, got to educate on the why. That's not net profit. Talk about net profit.
Which I love, by the way. I love the financial transparency. And there's going to be mixed feelings here. I've definitely heard awesome companies that say never share net. Yeah. Don't even really talk about gross unless it's in sales and you're getting paid off of it. And then I love our approach, which is, I would say, probably less normal, but fully financial transparency. This is our budget. This is what we're attacking. This is what it's going to take. If we're under 10% net, we're not doing it right. We're not going to be able to continue to grow and eventually, being at that 20 plus.
So I'll share the analogy that I shared with the team today. And I share this when we do a mission, vision, values meeting with every new hire. They meet with me, or if I'm not here, they'll meet with you, and we talk about each value. I share this with every new hire when we go over our win the day value. I shared this today in the town hall. Imagine playing a basketball game, and you're on the team, and the only person in the whole team that can see the scoreboard is the coach. He's looking at it like this, and he's not allowed to share that with anybody. So it would be a highly frustrating experience playing on that team because you'd be dribbling and the buzzer would sound and the quarter would be over. Or he'd be running a play or substituting somebody in, and you'd be questioning it because you're like, that doesn't make sense. But you wouldn't know the whole situation. So we find all the time we go visit these companies and learn a lot about other companies, and we find all the time. It used to be us. The only people that knew the score was us as leaders. It was a few people. And then we're trying to just tell people what to do, and they don't even understand why we're calling those plays. So that's why we've elected to talk about profit, talk about revenue, talk about every single number, because I just think it'd be really hard to not. I think it'd be a lot harder to run the business if you didn't. Now, there are challenges that come with profit.
Yeah, there's real things.
If you don't communicate the why, there's challenges that come with communicating the profit, I should say.
Yeah.
If you don't talk about the why, it can get that Brady's making 15% of everything that I do. Must be nice, right? But like today, I talked about hey, this year we put a new basketball court in, we repaved our whole entire lot, we bought a bunch of sewer equipment, named 5 or 6 or 7 things. Those come out of profit. We're reinvesting in marketing, and look at all the calls we've had. We're hitting our call budget, for the first time in several years. So, got to communicate that.
It's important.
Yeah, but to your point, it's freeing as an owner to full transparency.
Yeah, I love it, and it's easier to lead all leaders as well. There's nothing hidden, and I think that's what gives us security, where there's no hidden veil here. There's not an ulterior motive. We're not hoarding a bunch of money and just selfishly we're reinvesting in the company. We're making smart, healthy decisions for the people that work here, and we gotta we also have to make money and do well, right? That's part of this too. But we want people to make, and we'll talk about this in a moment. But so you got revenue, gross profit, net profit. So go back to the Skippies and tell us what else we have.
Yeah. So the home plans, like today, I just talked about why it's so important and why we're pushing service agreements so hard. We call them Jolly Home Plans. And the why is we can't hit our goals, our vision, without it. We have to have it. And
First year hitting vision before. I mean, we've already hit our budget in July.
Already hit our budget for our service agreements.
And we're crushing it. So we're coming.
Really good.
Exciting there.
One of the best hires we've ever made was a Jolly Home Plan specialist.
Yes.
We made a hire early. We've talked about it for like 2 or 3 years. Kind of like industry recommendations, like maybe when you get to 5,000 members. We hired it at like 2,000, and it's been awesome.
Great hire.
Google reviews. Talked about not only the obvious benefits of Google reviews, but we talked about why we're actually pacing just slightly behind on Google reviews this year. We have a really aggressive goal. Why it's important for search engine optimization and how Google looks at that. Bonuses paid. This is one of my favorites. So we have we put up the dollar amount of how much dollars worth of bonuses we want to pay.
Yep.
And we're tracking vision for that. So we're on pace for our vision, which is really exciting. People get bonuses for all kinds of stuff around here. But a lot of it's like 2% turnover spiff. So if you turn over a call to another department and it sells, you get 2% of that.
I love that number. And every time we have everyone stand up, I'm like, we recognize them. We go through the list.
Have everybody stand up. There's a list on the screen of everybody who gave a 2% commission. They all stand up. We clap it up for them, and then we hammer down on this is why it's important. We've been using ProBook for almost 2 years, and it is one of the most transformational things that we do in our business.
Year one, we had 40% organic revenue growth, and we attribute a lot of that success to ProBook through its 3 pillars: 1, dispatching; 2, AI voice; and 3, outbounding. It syncs all of those together.
Yeah, we have a lot of people who own home service businesses come and talk to us and ask us what technology they should be implementing and how they should run their business. One of the first things that I tell those folks is talk to ProBook. So click the link in the episode description to learn more about ProBook. Retention rate, another one we're tracking vision on. So last year our retention rate was 65%, which at the time was like some of the best it's ever been. This year it's 95%. 95%. So
massive.
Less than 5% year to date.
It's very hard. I think that's the thing that's very hard. And our employee experience manager, Molly, does a great job. Our mid-level managers, business unit managers do a great job. Yesterday, here's an example of retention rate that drives to this. Yesterday, we get some feedback. 2 employees are having some frustrating. We immediately address it. We have conversations. We schedule it. I talked with somebody this morning.
You sent out a survey to the team.
Yeah, we sent out a survey to the team immediately. Hey, what's going on here? It's something we're proud of, but it takes a lot of work, and you can't assume it. And it's not going to stay if you don't constantly work your ass off.
It's actually one of the most exhausting things in the whole company.
It can be. It can be.
Yeah, I mean, dude, and you're on it. You're on it. It's so easy to let those things fester.
Yeah, and I do think there is something that I am learning is, and the things that we're talking about as we scale is, there was a time where you and I or other leaders could jump in and save it. There is also the experience that we are doing is we're coaching our managers to help them. And hey, this is something that you're going to have to solve. I am here to help you. You can talk to me about anything. We'll give you some possible solutions, but you have to solve this.
No life rafts.
And that's a pretty cool transition. It sounds simple, but I love seeing it. And I'm interested to see how these leaders grow handling some difficult conversations. It's cool. So 95% retention rate, a little distracted there, but yeah.
Exciting. Then we track how many our system check run rate. So if we've ran enough system checks, and then we track how many calls we've ran against a budget and vision. So, and talk about the why and why all that's important. So all of those skippies, like we call them skippies, super KPIs, it's like a great conversation point. Like whenever I don't have a topic in a training or something, it's like, I'll just go to this. We can talk about everything.
And they're across the offices. We have digital boards. They're everywhere.
Posted everywhere.
And they're live updates. So it shows the pace. So Brady was saying, red, green, blue. So red is behind. Green, we're hitting budget. Blue, we're hitting vision, which is, above the budget. It's super growth there. And those are live too. So we're showing a live picture. We're not just talking about net profit pace 4 times a year or once a year. It's every day you can see it.
See it on every
day you can see it.
Every room, most rooms in the building. Okay, so that was like the topic today. Now, like I said, we go into the Skippies and do a high-level review every single town hall. That's part of we call it like housekeeping. So we do a topic, and then we do like housekeeping.
Yep.
So usually the SKPIs are part of the housekeeping. Today it was like really the topic. So then after that, the housekeeping that we do, we call it housekeeping. It's just like the standard schedule of every town hall. We do it every single time. These are the things we talk about. We go over Google reviews, and we say how many we're at against our budget. And then I highlight my 3 favorite Google reviews from.
Some of those were good.
They were good. The one was long, but dude, they're good. So 3 favorite Google reviews from the quarter, and I put them up on the screen. Like this one's like, Dominic's very professional, polite, especially taken with his attention to customer service, on and on and on and on and on, raving about it. This one person even said, I got to read the line from this. You always be taken advantage of, and I praise God that he has allowed me to get to know Jolly Plumbing and their employees.
Yeah.
And this
awesome.
review is like
big.
50 lines
There was
long.
one today, too, that was funny. It was Jolly Plumbers.
That's Jolly Plumbers.
Jolly Plumbers.
Yep.
And they had HVAC.
Yeah.
They still Jolly Plumbers.
I know.
But
I know.
we're getting away from it.
I know.
Jolly Heating, Air, Plumbing, Electric.
AJ Jolly Plumbing.
AJ Jolly Plumbing is a classic, a local golf course, a great uncle.
Yeah.
It's funny.
It's still one of our biggest Google searched things is AJ Jolly Plumbing, which has never been the name of our company in 50 years. But
Randy.
It's okay. So we highlight Google reviews. Next part of it is vision. So we have a vision to be at $1.5 million given back to the community in 3 years. That was started 3 years ago, so we're coming up on the end of it. We do a highlight of where we at on that. We update the team, and then I usually highlight 1 or 2 things we've done for the community.
Yeah.
So this one, we highlighted the AC giveaway.
That was so cool. Just a family in need, local, able to give them a free AC. It actually was a full system,
It was.
which is great.
It was awesome. Yep. The next part of it is new employees, which this one was sick this time because we had 13 new employees since last town hall, which for us that's like the most we've ever had. So we ask all the new employees to stand up, introduce them all, and then I always say, hey, if you're seeing somebody around here who you haven't met yet, after the town hall, come up to them and shake their hand. Tell them.
And what I love about that number, too, is that's straight people growth, right? Or almost. I mean, I think we've had 3 people this entire year, 7 months, no longer here. So you had 13 people. I mean, that's plus 10.
Yeah. Started the year with 60 employees, and now we're at 77.
Yeah. And then hiring.
Yeah, the next one we do open positions. So this is actually a new slide we did this time because we're hiring so many positions. We're hiring 7 positions right now.
It's actually 8 because electric wasn't on there.
Wow.
8 positions.
Yeah.
Wide open.
That's
Let's
funny.
get
I
it.
talked about electric.
I know.
It wasn't even on there. That's okay. So 8. Yeah. So we talk about the positions we're hiring. Get a little bit of the why there, and then we remind our team that we do a referral bonus for up to $2,500 if they refer somebody. So just a time to reiterate that. We go over license and promotions. So again, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 10 license and promotions. We had 3 guys get their master plumbing license. We had a lot of office promotions.
4 promotions, yeah.
4 office promotions, big org chart change. Guy got launched as a plumbing service tech. Guy got launched as a HVAC install crew leader and passed his HVAC journeyman license.
That's awesome.
Test. So that's a good one. We have them stand up, clap it up for them. One of my favorite ones we do personal celebrations.
Yeah, this is cool.
So this time we had a guy who bought a house. We had a guy who got married, and then a guy whose wife had a baby.
Yeah. Fun.
Clap it up for them. A lot of times we have cute little baby pictures on there too. I talked about the cross-departmental tracking, but it's like a great opportunity to drive home 2 things. Like, hey, we are paying our people we're bonusing people that are high performers. I have everybody. So we have a list of who did a 2% turnover, and then we say how much money we paid in bonuses that quarter. So we paid like $255,000 in bonuses last quarter, and everybody who gave a 2%er that's on the screen, stand up, clap it up for them, and just reinforce, like, guys, this is going to grow our business. Flip leads.
We got to feed each other.
And the thing is, the people that stand up are the highest performers in the company.
Yeah.
Typically. So it's great. And I mean, this time it was like almost every single field staff stood up. So we do a JHP update. Again, this time I talked about it in the Skippy review. All right. One of my favorite parts of it. And this is uncomfy.
Can be.
Uncomfy. But we're used to it. Questions. So we send out an anonymous link.
Yep.
You can anonymously ask any question. And I've stood up there and said, I'm committed to answering every question that comes on here. As long as it's not like...
You can't include someone else's name.
We've had crazy stuff. Like so-and-so's being,
Yeah.
So we're not going to do drama stuff.
Yeah.
But I'll answer any question. Like, that's why it's a town hall. It's a two-way conversation. And over the last 5 years, I mean, I've been put on the hot seat a couple of times, but it's never been any questions that I can't answer. And I also think it holds me accountable to, like, if there's a question out there that I'm really not wanting to hear, then, well, like, what's that say about us?
Yeah.
Probably should, like, if I can't answer in front of the team, then it's probably not doing it right. Not doing the right thing.
100%.
So I love this part. So like today we got 4 questions. We got like a question about key fob, keyless entry in our office. Like, hey, are we ever going to do that? Awesome. Great. Good question. Got a question about accounts receivable. Like,
I love that person who submitted that.
dude, hey, was it you?
It was not me, but I love the
like,
topic.
We're not doing as good a job as we can on collecting on every
What's
job.
the process?
What's the process? Who are we training on?
Yeah.
It's like, amazing.
Perfect.
Good. The other one was about bringing games back. We used to do a ticket game. That was fun. I know you hate the ticket game.
I liked the ticket game. I hated the results it was bringing. It was kind of like, it was almost too fun. Like
Having fun, losing money.
people are doing, it's like a scavenger hunt in the office midday. It's like, all right, this is sick, but we got a lot more responsibilities going on. So I think we need to get back to the ticket game. I know a lot of great companies have really strong success. Shout out Scott Brinkley. He's the one that taught us. The master of the ticket game. So
like 1 for 3. We've had 1 very successful and 2 not so successful.
Now we've done similar parts of the ticket game, like modifications. Like we did one specifically for yard signs. Massive success. We just have to do better at facilitating it. That's a great question.
The last question. What was the last question? Do you remember? Oh, it was a good one. It was about the drain department.
Yeah, it's like, hey,
these guys seem like they're overworked. We hiring drain guy?
Yeah. And guess what? We are.
We were like, actually, we got good news.
They're already in the truck.
They're in the truck.
Operation Maverick.
Yep. So that was good. So the questions part, I'm in a Peabody, and we've talked about this a couple times. It can be a scary thing, dude. Standing up there, and then we always ask, anybody have any other questions? We used to do that. We never got questions. Just like, hey, anybody got questions? And it never, the anonymous, we actually get a lot of good questions.
Yeah. A great question that come up just live was, are we pursuing more acquisitions and who are we talking to? And I thought that was a great question. And then I think there was another one was, tell me more about the sales manager role. Like, what is that?
Yeah. Yep. Exactly.
Which is good, right?
Then we do like a current events, what's coming up next. So we talked about like our golf outing coming up and a couple other events that we have. And then just an awesome way to end the meeting, we do our awards.
Yep.
So our awards have been reimagined over the last several years. We used to, managers would vote on them, just like who's doing a great job, and then we'd give awards.
Yeah.
That was ineffective. Not good.
No.
Not good. Not a good way to do it. It's an eye roll from the team. Like, oh, yeah, of course they love that guy. He's a favorite. Like, whatever. Well, we changed that to it's every value has an award. So all of our 6 values, each one has an award, and we changed it to peer voted. So everybody in the company.
They have to be, like, submitted with an explanation.
Yeah. Nominated with a sentence or more of why. So then we do as me, you, and Molly, we go through and see who's had the most nominations. And also there's some context, like the most powerful nominations. Like if there's 3 nominations for somebody and they don't even write anything, but 2, and it's like they're raving about them, we might pick the,
And you have a lot of like top performers or peer performers. One person could be nominated for every core value.
Yeah.
Can't win more than one core value.
Exactly. So we choose those, and then we invite the person up who won and read what their peers had to say about it, which is super powerful.
Combination.
So, like, I'll just read the one that we read about Noah today. Noah won winner's work. He's the first to step up and work long days to prep liners and make sure the team's set. He's always positive, even when situations are stressful or something's going wrong. He's always uplifting, shows up with energy, consistent, works hard. Came in with a positive attitude every day, ready to work, keeping everyone positive on long days in the heat, willing to go wherever and do whatever for his team, and the first one to jump in and willing to work. Like, that's what his coworkers said about him. It's not what the manager said about him. We read that for all 6 winners.
It's awesome.
It's awesome. Yeah, it's great. It's so much better.
They have like a big core value poster they get to hold up. It's like a reward. It's sweet.
And then their pictures in the main office
for the whole quarter.
Yep. And then in our technician room, we have all the pictures.
Yep.
Of everybody. It's really cool. And then we do the Reimagineer Award, which is the big dog award. That's the award that is...
Yeah, we're picky with it.
Very picky. And sometimes people get voted for that, and we'll know some stuff behind the scenes. It's like, dude, this guy's not...
If you can't model all 6 core values, you can't win the Reimagineer.
Nope. Can't. If you're not wearing your uniform, no. Can't be it. So that's a really cool award. It comes with a gift card. It's a steakhouse. So that's kind of the end of the meeting. We at the end of the meeting, I always end with our mission statement, reimagining how the world experiences home services, and we send them off. Another key that you're a big fan of to the meeting is loud, energetic music.
Gotta have music.
Bumping.
Bring the vibe.
Bumping. Circular tables, get people chatting. We used to do pew church style.
Less interactive.
Way less. Not good. Circular tables. What else?
Yeah, I mean, I would just say it's intimidating to have an all-company. We recently just did a podcast on training and facilitating. Same with the town hall. You don't have to be a world-class trainer or facilitator to do a town hall. You have to be prepared, have an agenda, cover it.
I will say about a town hall, it's the one training that we break a lot of our, like, it's not a training. It's the one meeting we break a lot of our training rules. Like, we're not doing the pink lines and we're up at the wall. Now, sometimes we'll do that. We'll do wall exercise in a town hall sometimes. But I've always been, like, a little self-conscious leading it that, like, dude, all I'm doing is sitting here talking. But, like, I only get 4 times a year dedicated to stand up and talk to the team.
This is a communication rhythm, cadence.
So if you're the owner, like, use it as an opportunity to, like, drive home what you want to drive the direction of the company. You know, it's super important. So then after the meeting, we send out a survey. I said it today, like, hey guys, we want you to give feedback on this. It's a super powerful and expensive meeting. We have the whole company here. We could be out serving customers. So we're investing in this meeting. We want them to be super impactful. Send us your feedback. So we send that out after the meeting.
And I think it has to come from all senior leadership, owner, everybody. The importance of it is, like, we can't miss it. It's so easy to give ourselves free passes, like, oh my gosh, like this week, the month of July closes in 2 days. We have, we're working on, I think, like a $60,000 water cleanup job. We're flexing everybody else. We got to get it closed in 2 days. It's gonna be tight. Doesn't matter. Like, the entire team, everyone in the company has to be here. Second shift, the only person that we don't have, maybe we should think about it, is JMC Philippines. He's in the Philippines, so maybe we could Zoom him in one time.
We definitely need to do that.
I just thought about saying that, but we really set the precedence of how important it is to celebrate, communicate, be with each other, and then it just goes back to the reiteration of the same things we talk about. Mission, vision, values. Mission, vision, values. Where are they at? How often are we talking about them? Who needs to be recognized?
And that's a good time to hammer down on mission, vision, values in that meeting. So I'd encourage anybody who's not having one, do it. Ours, much like most of our story, sucked at first when we started them. They were horrible, and I think they've got better. Not that they're great yet, but they've got better, and we'll continue to improve. So just start it. Just do it.
Yep.
That's all I got. So if you could do something for us, we'd love for you to like and subscribe to our podcast and write a comment in the comment section if you have any topics that you'd like us to cover. Thanks for joining.